100 News team. Let's go to John Hine, and let's, of course, get to Robin, which is very, very important. Let's go to Steve first in the Howard 100 Newsroom.
Just some of the stories we're working on in the Howard 100 Newsroom. Is Riley Martin about to propel himself out of the Sirius orbit?
Oh, I can't believe I didn't even get to speak about this today.
What's this?
Well, Riley's last show is tonight, I believe.
No.
This is where I think Riley's going to go blow up and scream about what a cheap fuck I am, and Tim is a piece of shit, and use the N-word. I think the meltdown's going to happen tonight. It's 7 o'clock on 101.
Then I got to be there.
It's on 101 at 7 o'clock, but...
I may call in to stir the pot.
Oh, please, it's going to be...
We should all call in.
Midnight Eastern.
Midnight.
Midnight?
Midnight Eastern.
What? By the
Yeah,
way...
Jackie's joke hunt is
Why won't you give me a
7
promo
o'clock.
card?
There's a promo card right in front of you.
Yes.
It's probably covered by all the other papers, but I put it...
No. Where is it? Show me.
It's taped to your console.
Oh, down here. Guys, come on. I don't look...
Come on, I put it in 50 fucking places. That's
No,
where you
right
fucking
up,
put it.
right up on my
Oh,
console.
bullshit.
Here.
Here's in the way. Come on.
Where is the note? Wait a second. This isn't even the note. Show me where it is. Come here. You motherfucker. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, underneath two papers.
You said
Get out of here.
You said put it there.
You're fired. Unbelievable.
Hold on. Everywhere else I've ever put it, you're like, Gary, just put it there. I'll fucking find it. I put it all over your console. Gary, don't cover the meters, don't cover the clock, don't cover the other notes. And I said, well, where would you like it?
Thank you. Thank you. Perfect explanation.
Please.
Yeah, okay.
Sal's gonna get his ass kicked.
That's my favorite Baba Booey song.
I like this one too.
This is a good one. You don't do that.
It's so funny. While we play those songs, Sal's out in the hall in various Gary masks and giant bobbleheads.
You know what's so great? I know Sal's Achilles heel. He's jumping around, having fun. And did you see the way he just walked away dejected?
Yeah.
I said, it's a good thing you have that fucking mask. None of your bits are funny. Then he just walks away all bummed out.
That deflates him.
Anyway, Steve, you were doing the news. Go ahead.
The Riley Martin story. Negotiations between the king of outer space and Tim Sabian said to be stalled in the stratosphere. And Howard 100 News has the audio tape of negotiations between these two intergalactic warriors. Stay tuned.
You have audio tape of Tim and Riley?
Absolutely, yes.
How come Tim doesn't give that to me? That's top priority.
You have the actual negotiation?
Yes.
Wow.
I gave it to you this morning.
No,
Where is it?
everybody gives you everything.
What?
Scott has it.
No one shows it to me.
Gary,
get in here.
Hold on.
What are you
This is the first I'm hearing about it now. Jason said he gave it to Scott this morning.
But where is that fucking nincompoop Scott keeping material from me, that motherfucking bald asshole? Why do I have him in my life? Scott, get out of my life. Where is my tape? You scumbag.
Yes, I'm a scumbag.
You know, I'm not laughing, you fuck.
No, it's
Where is my tape?
Jason gave it to me and said, work on it when you get a chance. It's 8 minutes, and we were going to cut it down. I said, all right, I'll get to it.
When would you get to it?
Well, he said it wasn't top priority. If I was told
Jason, so now it's you fuck.
If I was told that it was going to be needed right away, I'd do it.
No one knows that.
What a deflection seminar this is.
So what are you doing? Kid, you mean I got 50 guys back there. No one could sit and cut a piece of tape.
I could give you the whole thing right now.
Give it to Sal and Richard, not you, Scott.
Why not?
I mean, Sal and Richard would have had it for me in 5 minutes.
But I was told that I didn't have to get it to you right that
Jason,
second.
is that what you told me?
No, I got the.
What time would I hear this?
The second I got an email about this audio, I gave it to Scott. I go, here's where you get it. It's 8 minutes long. Cut it up and let Tim listen to it before you give it to Howard. That's all I said.
You guys are nuts.
I'm telling you, he said he came in. He said, work on it when you get a chance.
What time did you get the audio?
I got it this morning, like 7 o'clock.
But it's no good tomorrow. Today.
Yeah, Riley's show comes on tonight.
I understand that.
Why was I not CC'd on this email?
I'm sorry. I thought Scott knew
There's so many motherfuckers working for me.
But wasn't there a procedure? Doesn't all this stuff? Isn't it all supposed to go through Gary?
I'll go through Gary. I forget. I'm sorry.
Why don't you contact Gary with this?
I made a mistake. I should have told.
Gary, why are your people
Gary
not contacting you? Honestly, what is your fucking problem? Get your fucking guys in there and fire some of these motherfuckers if they don't talk to you. That'll teach them. You better get tough, motherfucker. I mean it.
I didn't even know what to say.
I tell you what, nobody respects you.
A guy who is a hard worker tried to take the initiative, gave it to Scott. Scott sat.
No, the initiative is to give it to you. You're the producer. But that's like on Saturday Night Live, they skip Lorne Michaels and they just approve a sketch without him. It don't happen.
None of it can get on the air without you.
You're keeping too many people around. You're fucking me by not being tough.
I'm fucking you by.
You fucked me. You fucked me. And my listeners who pay money to hear this show.
I'm sorry that you're fucked.
Wow. Why don't your guys come to you when they have a piece of tape? What are you busy with?
I will launch a fucking investigation.
No, you won't.
Back to you with the fucking Warren report.
Yeah, it's real funny, Gary. Warren report.
It's not funny. It's like, you're...
I'm a what? What am I? You mean I care about my work? Oh, it's okay. Riley Martin, who cares? Okay, that's what I'll say, Gary. Just like you.
Howard, it's my fault. I should have told Gary I gave Scott the audio.
Why don't you tell Gary?
I'm sorry. I didn't think of it. I got the audio. I gave it to Scott. I thought it was being taken care of by Scott. I'm sorry for not...
Scott doesn't take care of
You're
anything.
right.
Scott
You're right.
doesn't do it unless he's forced to do it.
No, I'm not forced.
I apologize. I am sorry for...
Go to Gary.
Absolutely.
And Gary will assign it to the person who can get it done quickest.
Absolutely.
Now, Quick and Scott don't go in the same sentence.
Oh, stop it.
What? Stop it! I tell you, I can't take it around here anymore. I got 57 fucking guys. Well, it's not fair of me to blame Scott. It's not his fault.
No, it's supposed that there's an order out there.
That's right. If Scott knew he had to have it, he would have had it.
Yeah.
I apologize, Scott. But Jason, what's with you not going to Gary? Where's Scott? Come here. I owe an apology. What? I'm out of my mind from this. You see, I hate this.
No, I understand.
You're making my life miserable now.
I gave it to the guy.
Go to Gary. That's what I got that fucker here for.
Okay, I'll give everything to Gary.
Think I got him here for his looks?
I gave Scott the audio at 7 a.m. this morning. I didn't know it was going to be a thing.
But it's never going to come out of there if Scott doesn't know that.
You're right. I'm sorry for trusting Scott. I'm sorry.
I can't blame
I'm sorry.
Scott.
Don't apologize
Don't
to me.
trust Scott.
You know,
no, I'm apologizing to you. This is not your fault.
I mean, I even had it on my computer. I was just trying to get to it through the morning.
I'm not mad at you.
It should have been done. We're all to blame.
No, you are not to blame. I said you're not to blame.
Okay, fine.
Accept it.
Thank you.
Jason's got to go to Gary.
He's right. I skipped a step. I apologize.
Don't skip steps around
I'm
here.
sorry. I won't. Jesus.
Riley Martin negotiation tape, and Steve Langford has it, man.
If I wasn't standing here, you'd have it already.
All right, thank you. Thank you for that. I mean, come on. We got good material. We die for material like that.
We'll play it at noon.
I think you guys are dieting too much. Your brains are getting cooked. What do you think of that, John Hein? I mean, really, what do you think of this?
I think...
Isn't that a major piece of tape?
Of course, Riley
negotiating.
I think Jason tried to get it done and bypassed Gary for whatever reason to do it, and it didn't happen. But I can see why he'd be so frustrated.
I am frustrated. Am I overreacting? I know I'm going to get 20 emails. You're a fucking scumbag. You yell at your staff. But what am I supposed to do? Robert, am I wrong?
Well, unfortunately, it seems that if every once in a while you don't do that, what happened here happens more often because they forget the order. You've set up this system so that things reach you in a timely fashion, and Scott knows the priority of tapes and other work he has to do. But if they're going to jump the gun and just go and give Scott tape, he doesn't know what to do with it. And the only way that seems to stay on track is there's a little tweaking session like this.
Hey, if Gary comes to me and says, I got tape of Riley Martin negotiating with Tim, I know the audience is
Gary can't come to you. He doesn't even know it's there.
Now, here it is, 10 o'clock, and I'm hearing about it for the first fucking time. From Steve Langford. Steve Langford, I'm hearing from.
Even you should be yelling at him. Why didn't he tell you sooner?
Why didn't he promote that
You could
earlier?
promote the news all day.
God damn. And that Gary boy, he sits back there.
Gary thinks he has a working system. He didn't.
Hey, Robin, every system you have never breaks down.
No, I'm defending you. You're
Gary,
not understanding what I'm saying. I'm defending you.
You break down every day. Yesterday it was the diet thing. You act like it was the first time we ever did it.
You know what? It's, again, I'm not going to...
Gotta get on your game. Get on your game. Get on your game, Gary. Get on your game.
Your people are not communicating back there. You should be screaming like that. Oh, my God.
I'm watching Sal dancing.
I'm out of breath.
Robin, can I do the news?
No. Let me ask you something. Can you yell at the people out there like Howard yells?
No, he can't.
That's what the problem is.
Will and Jason,
I can't yell at the people like that if you don't have a microphone. Give me a microphone and I'll yell at them.
Good. Yell at him, Dave. You got a microphone right now.
Microphone, yell.
Let's hear it.
Listen, you fucking assholes. Don't fucking make me look like shit.
Right. That sounded real good. Sounds like you're real pissed. Yeah, you know what it is, though, too? It's my fault because, like, even with Gary, he every day, do what you want, laissez-faire, and everyone just takes advantage of mine. I'm a nice guy. That's my problem. I am a nice guy.
You're not.
No, I am. Unfortunately, I am, Gary.
If you think that
let me tell you something. If somebody was going past Lorne Michaels, it wouldn't be here. But
you no one's ever fucked up on Lorne Michaels' show ever.
I don't know.
That makes one mistake
I tell you what,
fired.
nothing gets on the air except for Lorne Michaels knowing about it.
I'm sure that everyone that makes any sort of mistake is
you know what,
fired.
Gary? I'm not going to argue with you. You're right. I'm wrong. What do I know?
I'm not saying that I'm right.
You did a great job. Thank you.
You must be perfect.
Why don't you sit down with Jason and Will instead of talking to me and figure out how you guys
I will, but I don't want to interrupt the show, Howard, because then if I go talk to them, you'll be pissed I'm not paying attention here.
All right, thanks. Thanks.
You'll always find something.
All right, thanks, Gary. Sorry, I must be wrong. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your help. Yeah, go find the tape. All right, Steve, what other tapes do you have that I don't know about?
Well, so if you don't hear that tape here in the next hour, stay tuned to Howard 100 News all day long as we hear...
You won't hear it in the next hour. At some point, I got to end this show. It's already 10 o'clock. What, am I sit here all fucking day and do shows?
Well,
it's
he's
4
talking
hours.
about the news. You won't be here to hear it.
Oh.
Steve, don't start suggesting when we finish the show now. That's your fault. Now go ahead.
We will hear Riley Martin go at it with Tim Sabian. Riley reportedly seeking $20,000 a show, $10,000 for his co-host.
Oh, would I love to hear that? But I mean, this is unreal to me. I'm going home. I can't take it. My head's going to explode. I fucking hate this.
Early lunch.
57 people here. Well, we got to hire another person. How many people am I going to hire? Just get a piece of goddamn tape on the air. Remarkable. Yes?
Is tonight the end of the Riley Martin Show, midnight Eastern, Howard 101.
What, you got the tape now, Gary, so I can go to 3 or 4 o'clock? What do you think I am, Robo DJ?
Would you rather not have it? I know we didn't have it, so we got past that. You yelled at me for that.
Would I rather not have it? No, because you know I'm going to listen to it. And I'm going to do. I don't want to disappoint my audience. Of course, I got to have it now, but I'll go till 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
All right. Then
yeah, all right.
It's not ready.
It's all right with you.
Then it's not ready.
Get the fuck out of here. What the hell's wrong with you? Don't play games with me, pal.
If you want it, it's there. If you don't want it, then don't fucking
Good. Well, then put it up so I can be here till 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's up.
Maniac.
It's up.
Good.
Find it.
Motherfucker. Yeah, but I'm a dog. I'll sit
You
here
want to know
all
where
day.
the fuck it is or not? That's all I want to know. You already browbeat the shit out of me, so do you want to know
Get out
where
of
it
here.
is?
I don't want to know anything from
Okay,
you.
then
Don't tell
someone
me
else
anything.
will
Just
tell
go meet with Jason and we'll figure out how you're going to get this shit on the air during my time slot. I like he's angry at me for wanting to get things done right. That's the reverse psychology. These guys going to yell at me because I want it done right. Because I wanted it at 6 a.m., not at 10:10.
You're yelling at me for giving it to you now.
That's not why I'm yelling at you, Gary.
What can I possibly do besides fucking
Do
die?
your job.
Besides die,
Do
what
your
can I
job. Do your job. Do
Right,
your
past
job.
that, now what?
I don't know.
Exactly. If
I don't know what you can do.
How am I supposed to know?
Don't yell at me, fuckface. You're the one who screwed it
I'm
up.
saying if you don't know what I'm supposed to do, I'm trying to give it to you now, and you're just, no matter what I do, if
That's
I
right.
breathe,
It's
you're going to yell at me.
It's done. Thank you. Damage done. Am I asking too much? Am I, Robin? You're the voice of reason.
It's a very simple thing, and quite frankly, it's true. Nothing gets on the air without going through Gary.
Yeah.
They
How many
forget the
times?
system.
It's like no one can retain that information. Can't retain it. I'm going to write a big sign.
Retain what then? I didn't know there was a piece of paper.
Retain that people
your
don't go
staff
through
is
you.
not following the rules.
God, what do you want?
How many times are we going to work on it? How many times before we throw our hands up in the air and say you can't run your staff? Thank you.
There should be a big sign in there. Everything goes through Gary.
That's it. Artie, am I crazy? Wake up.
Listen, obviously, there's people in the back who don't operate at the same intellect level that we do.
Here you go. Here you go.
Here's the tape now, boss. It's 11 past 10 o'clock.
I'll do
Why don't you
anything.
start doing it now?
I'll do anything to get out of here by a quarter. Huh?
You could be here till 5 p.m. Do a show all day, and we'll get to everything.
Realize, of course, that you spent more time bitching about it than actually playing.
Don't tell me what I'm doing wrong now. Worry about what you're doing wrong. I'll figure out my fucking situation.
Now, for people who we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago, this is what the Thursday meeting used to be like for 2 hours.
It's not true. I wouldn't talk this much at all.
Did I overreact? Yeah. Am I overreacting? I mean, I don't know. You see, this show matters to me so much. A tape like that, to me, sounds funny. And there's an ebb and flow to this show. I plan it out in the sense that I go, okay, I got 5 cool things here to do. And within the 4 hours, and then usually the last hour, Robin wraps things up. So I'd like to, at some reasonable time, say, hey, look what I got, make a big deal about it. You understand? In other words, I know in the grand scheme of life, it's not important to people. I take this show seriously, and I've got 50 guys back there.
But it won't nearly be as pertinent if Riley's gone after tonight.
Yeah, tonight, and then I could have promoted his show.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big deal that we have that tape. And Tim does his job, gets the tape, gives it to Jason, and then it's almost like, well, what else am I missing, too? Like, can I trust these guys? Like, we have mail come in every day, and they're supposed to go through it and look for CDs that listeners sent in and stuff. And I tremble at the thought of what is missed because I take this job so seriously. That's why I'm successful at it. And when people don't have the same intensity as me, it panics me. It absolutely
panics me. This is exactly what those
me.
meetings were like. This was exactly.
I'm glad. So my meetings are useless, is what you're saying, because nothing's changed.
Oh, it's important.
Tell me what I should say to you, Gary.
Everybody.
What should I?
Like Richard was just saying. Like you sit and you think about whether the mail's being gone through, and it is being gone through every day. yet you ignore the mail, stuff from the mail page. But it's fine. It's there for you when you want it.
It's not, no, I need it when I need it. We know it's there. But what isn't there is what bothers me. I wonder, what else am I missing? Like, when would I have learned about the Riley Martin phone call? 2 days from now? Maybe never. Maybe it would have gotten buried in that sea of work that Scott has back there. Who knows, Gary? Who knows?
And I have an issue on that, too. I think you're letting I think that Jason absolutely should have brought it to me, no doubt. I think you're letting Scott off the hook a little bit.
Well, good. Why don't I just alienate everyone?
No, I don't think there's a sea of work. I think there's a lot of work that we've taken away from him.
The work is supposed to go...
And also, a lot of times when part
oh,
of the,
how do I get him out of my head? I can't turn off his mic.
Hold on a second.
I don't know how to do it.
Part of the safety net for the system is when somebody gets down to something, he'll call me and he'll say, all right, Gary, what's the priority?
Here's the safety net. Here's the safety net. Take the safety net and stick it around me and lock me up at a funny farm. Like a butterfly net. If that's what the safety net looks like, take it and put me in there and throw me in a mental institution. Thank you. Safety net. Just bring all this shit to Gary, and Gary knows about it, and he tells me. Such a simple system. I don't know. How much more... How easy can it be?
Because of all of these kinds of things, that's why the system of bring everything to Gary was created.
Yeah. Unreal. I'm exhausted. I'm drained. I rely on Gary to run this. I see he's typing on his computer. Who knows what he's typing? He's
trying to book a fucking guest.
I must remember.
You're not going to start that. You should get a big chalkboard. Take this up to the chalk.
Right. What is he typing?
500 times.
Dear Tommy Shaw, if you must know.
Typing away.
Why don't we just take another minute? This is the part where you talk about what a fucking moron I am. That I
didn't say you're a moron.
That I never learned how to type.
I'm watching you peck away there. Dear Tommy. Where's the M? Pecking away one. Take a typing lesson.
With that one finger?
One finger. Look at that one finger. It's the same finger he smells when he's talking to me.
That finger's very busy. It's typing.
Oh, it's so busy.
It's smelling.
Picking. Look at Sal. Sal's typing. His monkey costume on. Pecking away one finger at a time. All right. Thank you. I don't know. It's like if you found out your accountant misplaced 20 grand, then you'd say, well, gee, I wonder what else he misplaced. You know what I mean?
No, this is more like the IRS comes knocking at your door. And they say, you know, Mr. Stern, we are charging you with tax fraud because you didn't pay.
Right.
And then you find out your accountant forgot.
No, right. Well, it's his fault. His fault is it? I'm drained.
And when he says you're letting Scott off the hook, that means he doesn't want to yell at Scott.
Right.
You
I
can yell at him.
I believe I have no problem with that, Robin.
Okay.
It's not Scott's
then yell
fault.
at Scott.
It's not Scott's
fault.
fault.
But if Gary has an issue there, then he should take care of it. He shouldn't give it back to you.
Yeah. Oh no, he wants me to go yell at Scott now.
I'm not looking for you to yell at Scott. You know what? I'm not going to fuck this.
Good. That's the best thing you said today. Somehow it's my fault. I was in good shape today. Did the best I could.
Can we do the Riley Martin tape in the news? That could be news.
All right, whatever. You're in charge of that.
I will work around it.
All right.
So tonight is Riley Martin's quote-unquote last show, unless there has been a change in the negotiations, Howard.
Great, yeah.
I think we may have a tape of some of the goings-on.
I don't have it.
You don't?
No.
I hope you're happy.
I do have it, but I'd have to tell you where it is if you want.
Tell Robin. Don't tell me.
Robin?
Yes.
Robin, this is what you need to know. It's on Gary preview page. bottom right-hand corner in pink, and what I listened to the first 4 minutes of it, and it was so good, and I wanted to get in so quickly. Get that fucking thing off me. And then I didn't listen to the last 4 minutes, but I wanted to get in it quickly, and I assumed that it was going to continue to be good.
All right.
It was so good. Fuck.
On the Gary preview page 2 in the lower...
I got it.
Preview page 1, I'm sorry.
I'm as quick as a whip.
Hey, I wanted to pick up where we left off, and if we could kind of continue the conversation about going forward with you doing the show. And I know that you're at 5 million and I'm at 300, so there's a bit of a gap in.
Yeah, well, hey Tim, come on, man. Let's don't get into the juxtaposition of jousting with one another. Start giving me a reasonable number frame based upon my import to you, and we can deal. Please don't carry me through this game.
Okay. Well,
look, it's no skin off your people's nose to do something decent.
the max I can afford is $400 a show.
Bullshit.
That's
Bullshit.
it. I'm telling you, that's max I can do.
Bullshit.
Well, then it,
you give, okay. Stern, who is my hero.
Mine too.
Makes $18,000 a minute. So.
How do you know that?
I can calculate things in my fucking head, fool. Be so kind as to take $400 and roll it, like up in a, you do a money roll and stick it in your ass.
Riley, do you realize that that's $6.66 a minute?
That's
motherfucker, I can't even live in Jersey at $400 a week. I am not just a man. I am a phenomenon. A cornucopia, a dictionary of time, space, knowledge, and revelation to the extent as to where the truck driver as well as the physicist can understand what I'm saying. Now, if you don't want to pay me, son, and let me die poor, then get that girl that fucks horses or something to do your next show.
So you're saying then that you don't want to do the show anymore?
I'm not going to do the show for chump change, no.
Okay. Well, we're going to miss you, Riley.
I'm going to miss you, too.
All right, so if you have a change of heart, please feel
No,
free.
I have no change of heart for no $400. Forget that. That's dead.
Okay.
If you have a change of heart, you call me.
Okay.
Tonight or tomorrow night is your last show, son.
Okay.
All right?
I'll look forward to it, Riley.
Okay, take care.
All right. See you
Bye.
too. Bye.
Riley's got a good idea. If that girl that fucks horses is available,
Yeah,
give her
she
20
can have
grand
an
a show.
hour.
I'll give her 20 grand a show. Remember that tape, The Chick Who Fucks Horses? Haven't played that in a while.
I know. He remembers that.
Yep. She's got an act. Well, we'll tune in tonight at midnight, Riley's final show, so he says. I don't believe it. I believe Riley will be back.
Usually Riley needs a cooling off period.
Right.
He's that kind of negotiator.
Well, what are the odds of Riley coming back? Artie, will Riley be back?
Yes. I'll give it 8 to 5.
All right. Fred?
70% chance says he'll be back.
70%.
70%.
I would put it up
I think
to...
he'll take a hiatus of maybe 3 weeks.
I would put it up to 85.
Ooh.
I'd put it up to 90, and 3 weeks sounds about right. That's what I say. But I could be wrong.
Once nobody starts, coming up for those
'cause-
stickers or whatever he designs anymore.
Well, the whole point is if he can take it somewhere else for more money, he should.
Hello, CNN.
we give Scott something. Thought he'd do it. I thought it was an awesome piece of tape to work on. Right. But he needs Gary to kick him in the ass. That's all. So I should have gone to Gary. I should have let Gary know about it much earlier. I didn't think about it, and now I'm getting fucked for it.
Jason Kaplan seems to think that you're at fault and that you should have known that this should be done in a timely manner.
Well, I know is he came in here and he said, "Here, you get the audio. Here's the phone call." I said, "When do you need it?" He said, "Just listen to it. Cut it down, and when you get some time, then I'll listen to it and we'll see what we got."
But he conveyed no sense of urgency, Scott.
No, not that. If he would have, if he would have said, "We want it for today's show," it'd be good for Howard to get it. I would have done. I started working on it, and then I got interrupted by other things, and then I was getting back to it. When Howard had just called for it.
There is no trust left here. Everything will go through Gary.
So from now on, that's it?
Everything's going through Gary. At the very least, if something goes wrong, then I'll yell at Gary and not me. If for that reason only, I will put everything through Gary.
Listen, it all leads to me. I run the show, so absolutely can't start blaming underlings for shit.
Well, Jason's stance seemed to be that Scott needs to have a sense of urgency. He needs to understand that something with Riley...
He does and he doesn't. I wish that Scott would have said to me, sometimes he gets stuff, and what he would do in the past would call me and say, "Hey, I got all this stuff, prioritize it for me." But we're supposed to give it to him and prioritize it for him first. Throwing out, the parameters of what people's jobs are.
Right.
Yeah, Scott probably should have looked at that and go, "Wow, this is pretty important." But I don't know what else Scott had on his plate. I don't know what else he was doing. Maybe he had something that was more important. But I wish he would have said to me, "Hey, Gary, Jason gave me this." Generally, he would say to me, "Hey, Gary, Jason gave me this Tim Riley call," and I would be like, "Oh, let me come in and listen to it."
But he didn't, and then it falls right on your lap.
Right.
And then the entire, Howard's hammering on you. It turns into a whole, I need to start cracking the whip. This laissez-faire attitude doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, that's the part that bums me up because it's not a laissez-faire attitude. And then he went into that whole rap about how he doesn't know what else isn't getting done out here. And he's not out here. He doesn't see the operation. So when one thing goes wrong, to suggest that the whole operation's a shit operation, it bumps us out because it's not. So we do an unscripted, unrehearsed show. And considering that, I think we do a very good job. All of us. Howard, Robin, and the guys in the back office.
Speaking of the guys in the back office, when all this is going down, Sal, as always, is just ready to hammer on you. He's ready to just kick you when you're down. At this point, are you just so used to it that it doesn't faze you, or is there still that little part of you that's like, "Fuck you, man"?
You know what? He's struggling because he's been writing bits and Howard hasn't been playing them, and he hasn't been that funny. He hasn't really written a funny bit since December, so he's got to fall back on what made him famous. I guess it's like, when a one-hit wonder has to play that same stupid fucking song over and over again, that's what Sal does. So God bless him. At least he's got a hit song.
I don't know what Bill's problem is. I went out, I told Scott to get that audio together, and he didn't do it. And Bill yells at me. What am I supposed to do? It's not like I'm a producer of a show for 20 years. I don't know what to do. I'm just a dumb stupid monkey running around talking about Hall & Oates and John Mellencamp and doing stupid rapper shows. And I talk too much too. So I don't know what Boss's problem is. I gotta go back to typing now. Take care. Goodbye. Dear Mary, please have my bananas ready for me when I get home. I'll say goodbye. I got work to do.
All right, let me, Robin, thank you very much. Everybody, thank you. I'm sorry I had a meltdown on the air. I take the show I apologize to Gary, Will, and Jason for my outrageous behavior.
I think it was justified.
Oh, well, in that case...
He takes his apology back.
I don't like to make things personal, but I do when I have my meltdowns. I can't control them. I'm like Phil Ramone. I'm like Phil Ramone without the gun.
I think more like Naomi Campbell.
I'm more like Naomi Campbell. I just couldn't find my diamond-studded cell phone. I just care about the show, so please don't send me emails saying what a skunk I am.
Too late.
Too late.
It's already started.
It's already coming in. What did it say?
It's they're basic.
Read me it.
I mean, there's some that are like complimentary and on your side, and then there's others that are not. Okay, here's a preview.
Oh no. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of me.
Howard, you've been such a happy, contented, funny guy since coming over to Sirius, but since you got engaged, you turned back. Okay.
I am under some stress.
Starting to sound like a bitter old man. Howard is totally wrong. Mistakes happen. It's okay. He doesn't have to blame Gary and yell at him for every little thing that doesn't go right.
He's right. He's right.
Gary does a great job, and Howard should kiss his feet every day.
All right.
Howard, lay the fuck off of Gary. He has covered your seagull ass more times than you know. It's your fucking problem if your people don't know what to do with good tape.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, well.
He's having a
I have to stay late. Shut the fuck up. So you have to stay extra to listen to Riley's Tim negotiation.
We could have built the whole show
This is
around
the email. It's not me.
I feel it's you.
Dude, you're only on the air 4 days a week. A little overtime once in a while won't hurt
He's
you.
missing the point. There's a flow to the show, you know?
Howard, the last few days seems like he's been on the rag or something. This must be what it's like after you get engaged. Poor guy, he's feeling the pressure. Ha, 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 ha.
Well, let me just say.
You know who you really need to apologize to more than anybody? Will.
Why Will?
Because Will got pulled into this whole thing. He didn't even do anything.
That's true. Will has nothing to do with it.
Will goes, how the hell did I get stuck in
I feel like Will and Jason are Siamese twins. Because Jason talks to Will.
Right. And used to live with him.
Right. Will, I apologize to you for sucking you into this. You had nothing to do with it. Jason, Gary, I am over the top, clearly. I have reactions that are just like as if you murdered me, as if you put a knife in my heart.
We all care about the show. We do.
I know you do.
Can I just
Jason, do you know that? I don't want you going on more antidepressants, you fat fuck.
Yeah, he's
I'm
trying
still,
to lose weight.
They haven't raised my dosage. No, I understand your anger, and I apologize too for messing up.
All right, look, there was a mess up, but my reaction was over the top. I apologize.
Can I just get 10 seconds?
Yeah.
The only thing...
as a favor to the audience, I will edit that out of the show, my tantrum.
No, don't do that. The only thing that bothers me is that we do work really hard and we do care about the show. And when a mistake like this happens, it's not indicative of how... Like, you don't see the office run, so you think that's how the office runs all the time, and it doesn't.
And I don't know how to express my disappointment.
But I promise you it's not how the office runs.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. There we go. See you, Gardy.
Look, there's an ebb and a flow, and it was disturbed.
Thank you. Thank you for understanding.
I'm with you, man. If I knew how to email, they'd all be on your side.
Thank you. I know Robin likes when I crack the whip.
I just got.
Oh, stop it. I get uncomfortable, too.
You even shut up during it.
My biggest question right now is...
you guys just let me go. Well, I think it turns Robin on. She goes, oh, he's so powerful. By the way, the meltdown will be on Howard TV tomorrow night. Great. Was I wearing my shades during it? Thank you.
Going through your mind as that was going on? Because you had to feel extremely awkward, Scott.
Well, it was a little awkward, obviously, but I mean, she called in and she, was upset that they were making fun of me. She was trying to support me, which I really appreciate, because she, they were making fun that Scott doesn't do anything and he just takes the money, and so I guess she was upset about that.
So you felt that she had your back in this conversation?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely had my back. So, and I appreciate that. So she's a big girl. She could speak for herself. So,
but did you ever feel a need to go, hey, Ronnie, whoa, that's my wife. Whoa, stop the clock. No, but did you ever feel a need to, that's what this guy's saying.
I did. But I know that I probably would have gotten some resistance.
From
Howard, because I know that he likes a good fight on the air. I did want to stop him, but, Did
you feel he was out of line at any point?
They were arguing. I don't really think he was out of line. I mean,
it's got to be weird too, because like who are you? Which one are you closer to?
I'm not even going to answer that.
I do have to say, Scott, that for my money, Scott had the funniest line of the morning. Howard goes, Scott, what do you think of Ronnie? And he goes, you heard my wife. He's an asshole.
Scott, I don't think Howard would have gotten on you if you backed your wife up there. I really don't. I mean, you weren't going to.
Of course, I'd back her up. I mean, I don't. She has some of her feelings, and that's fine. I mean, obviously she,
But do you think it? I mean, she so held her own.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So if she was,
I didn't think that there was a need for this. Isn't a party, and you do let stuff sort of air out. That's the point of her calling in. She wanted to get her point across, and I don't think this is a hey, don't talk to my wife like that. It's never. It's not like he said, oh, she's a fucking skank.
Yeah,
he had an argument. She had an argument back.
Yeah, plus, I don't think Scott's unaware of this issue. My guess
is tension, right? We agree that between your wife and Ronnie, there's tension.
Well, there is now,
but there was before. I do remember now. There's a guy up on the phone, but I do remember this started when you wanted to go to driving school, right?
No,
I think it's
not at all.
If I remember the story correctly, is when we first came to Sirius and we had that partnership with NASCAR, which both Scott and Ronnie were really excited about. And I think they had this whole weekend plan where they were going to get flown out to Chicago,
they were going to go to a race or something.
And they were going to go to a race and be in the pit and blah blah blah. And then at the last minute, Scott pulled out, and Ronnie totally blamed it on Scott's wife.
Right, and I think I remember that coming up on the air, and I think that's whether Ronnie had tension with your wife over it. I think by bringing it up on the air might have created tension with your wife against Ronnie.
It might. I mean, she obviously doesn't agree.
Do you live there? You seem unaware.
Ronnie's wife. Ronnie sees a problem. Did he have a problem with Doug Goodstein's wife also? Didn't he have words with Marlo Goodstein on the air?
Yeah.
Did he called her like a bitch or something? Yeah. I don't know. I don't
remember if it was that, but we're going to try and get Ronnie down.
I guess she liked Ronnie's ex-wife, and I guess she felt bad about the whole thing, and then he's with a young woman now, and so I guess she doesn't like it.
So this
tension. I listen. I've heard similar. I mean, my wife loves Ronnie, but she's weirded out by the thing. She's like, there was this woman that I loved that just has disappeared.
So even before that, there wasn't. You're saying there wasn't any tension there? Like it was that Ronnie's girlfriend. That's what brought this on.
Well, we do a lot together, or I go out with him, and so I guess maybe I took away some of the attention I should be giving to her by going out with those guys. But I mean, I don't know for sure, but I think it's more of the girlfriend thing. Now she likes Stephanie though.
Now, why were people blaming your wife for you leaving early? You said that wasn't the case.
Not the case. I mean, we were there. We hung around for 10 minutes after the show ended, 10, 15 minutes, and it was already after 11, and I had a pretty long ride home, and I had to get up for work on Friday.
Right, but when you said that, Shuli, Ronnie, they were like, that's not the reason why.
Well, that's their opinion, but I'm telling you the truth.
And they complain about that for every show, so it's not like a new...
That's true.
I hang around a little and then I leave. So I mean, I'm not like them standing around drinking at the bar or doing whatever.
Waiting to throw up.
Right. So yeah, I don't get wasted. I didn't drink. I had one drink, I think, and so that's my thing. So I left, and I had to go to work the next day. So they didn't. Well, Shuli did, but that's his deal. Ronnie didn't have to work Friday. So. And nobody else apparently did either.
What's it going to be like when you get home today?
It should be fine. I don't see any problems. She got on the air. That was her choice. I didn't put her on the air. She wanted to argue with Ronnie, and she felt that she had certain things to say. She didn't appreciate them trashing me, both at the show and on the air today.
You don't think she's going to come down on you for, like, kind of letting Ronnie railroad her? Like Ronnie was yelling and wouldn't let her get a word in. You don't think she's going to be like, where were you to have my back there? Or
in a situation like that,
yeah,
I would. It would have been almost impossible to get a word in edgewise anyway. So she was doing fine. If she needed help, I would have stepped in, and of course I would have helped her. But I didn't feel that that she wasn't doing fine. She did well.
She expressed what she had to say.
I mean, there's a part of me, like, if that was going on with me, I would have sort of stepped back and go, look, my wife's kicking Ronnie's ass.
He didn't really.
She certainly was holding her own, don't you think?
Yes.
He didn't trash her, really. She brought up some things, and he responded, and I felt that she was doing fine.
No, she came out guns blazing. I mean, she definitely dug into Ronnie immediately and didn't hold back, which, if she's sticking up for you, I could see why.
Well,
I like Robin 𝗵𝗲, Scott's wife, a lot. Like Ronnie, his girlfriend. But Robin, Scott's wife, did take the stronger dig.
What do you mean?
She made a much stronger verbal dig than Ronnie did. When she called Stephanie.
What did she call her?
I mean, I don't know literally what a chippy means, but that was the strongest.
That chippy means like
it's a young.
Well, if you don't know what it means, then how do you know it's stronger?
I don't know literally what it means, but it implies like
she's younger, and she's like you say, he's with that young chippy. It's not like a whore.
It
it's
does
just like
imply that
it's more like a young. It's more like
a young.
It's a very old-fashioned term, but
it's
not
derogatory though.
But it's not derogatory.
Sexualized. I think someone can look up chippy. If there's a dictionary there,
where will I look? A dictionary from 1920 is what I need.
No, it was definitely a shot. But
it's a little lower than a broad.
But like Scott was saying, I guess Robin and Bonnie had a relationship, or maybe things were different. And now that she's gone and a younger woman's in the picture, she's not happy.
Does that end? Is Robin?
According to the Oxford Dictionary, the third definition for a chippy, it's North American, is a promiscuous young woman, especially a prostitute.
Promiscuous. Basically called her a whore. Basically called her a whore.
I guess so.
According to the third definition.
I didn't realize that was the meaning of the word.
Jenks, you're on the wrap-up show.
What's happening? I don't know. I kind of got the impression listening to that Scott, man, how could you not defend your wife or say something during that? I mean, your wife, she's going to rip you apart when you get home for that. You know that.
For what? I mean, she was defending herself. There was nothing more that I could do or say at that point. She was doing great. So
I'm going to make a prediction. You are going to come in tomorrow angry at Ronnie. You're going to come in tomorrow angry because you're going to find out what you did wrong. You're going to hear about it tonight, and you're going to come in tomorrow angry.
I know
at Ronnie.
why she called. She was trying to support me, and she wasn't, which is a great thing. And
I agree with everything you just said. You're going to come in tomorrow angry at Ronnie.
Hey, Ronnie, what's your definition of a chippy?
A chippy?
Yeah. Does she? I think Scott's wife said that your girlfriend is a chippy. What do you think that means?
I guess it's a young girl.
Who? Okay.
So.
Because we were trying to figure out how deep the dig was.
You pissed off at him?
No, not at all.
Is your relationship with Scott awkward when you have this sort of?
Well, I feel bad for him because I know he's going to go home and catch a lot of shit today.
Why does everybody think I'm going to catch shit?
He says he's not going to catch any shit because Robin called in, stated her piece, and Scott didn't need to say anything because she held her own.
There's a bunch of calls up. There's a school of thought that you were disrespectful to his wife and that he should have stepped in and told you to shut the fuck up.
I was disrespectful. I was called that I'm an asshole, that I'm a shit, that I'm classless, and I didn't say anything derogatory to her before that until she started that stuff.
Dredge of the earth, you were called also.
Yeah. Because she's jealous.
Well, I agree with that comment.
Yeah, I mean, forget it. I could have said a lot more, and I'm not going anywhere near any of this stuff that I could have said.
Go down that road.
I'm not. No.
No one ever takes that road.
I don't.
No.
Yeah, Jason doesn't hesitate to take that road.
But no, first of all, I
Maserati.
I disagree. In one thing, I disagree with Scott, and I don't see how he says she called in to support him when she said that everybody on that show sucked and they were shit.
Yeah,
the show was shit.
I sort of got that impression too that she was lumping you in with that.
How does that?
I agree
how does that support?
I agree with my wife.
How does that support her husband?
I don't agree with her opinion that the show sucked. Okay, and I told her that. When we were home that night.
Did she complain that the DJ sucked, that he only has 3 songs on his phone?
Yeah.
I let her say it sucked in front of Shuli, but later at home alone, I told her.
The purpose of the show is to do exactly what we did.
But
that's the idea.
But Scott, when you left that night, what was that ride home like? Did anything come up because Sal was being so crazy, or
Ronnie was Ronnie?
She thought Sal was funny, and she thought Mad Dog, the comedian that we had there, was funny.
He was amazing.
Chris Russo?
What'd she say What did she say about Ronnie?
She didn't say anything about Ronnie.
I don't believe you.
I don't either.
Come on, I don't believe that you guys got in that car and Ronnie's name didn't come up
No,
once.
she said he could be a little rough at times, but I mean, overall, she didn't give me any other impressions. But the overall thing was the show. She didn't like the show.
But what does that mean? A little rough at times.
I thought. See,
His language.
Yeah, and I also think she was annoyed. Just my opinion. Okay, I'm not putting words in her mouth. My opinion was she was annoyed because at the beginning of the show, Scott usually does this dance. And he came to Shuli and said he really didn't want to do it because he was going to have friends in the audience. So at the first part of the show, I pointed these people out and I said that thank you for ruining the beginning of the show because Scott didn't do his dance. I think she was upset with that. That was my personal thought. Because after that, she had nothing to say to me the rest of the night.
Johnny in Tampa, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hi, guys. I just want to say, I don't want to say to Scott, that guy, Ronnie, is not your friend. I mean, he's a jerk. You don't get into an argument with a friend's wife. You stay away. You don't get your friend in trouble and run your mouth with your friend's wife. That guy
how did I get him in trouble?
Old mommy, because he got into an argument with your friend, and your friend is standing right there next to you. What's up with that? Why don't you shut your mouth, say yes, ma'am, and move on?
No, I don't. I'm not going to stand and be called classless and an asshole and everything else by somebody and just stand there and take it. You got the wrong guy for that. I'm sorry.
Right next to you. You do it for your friend. You take care of your friend.
I did take care of my friend. Believe me. Believe me when I tell you I took care of my friend.
You did not.
Oh, yes, I did.
You know what?
You don't know, okay? All you do is call in and run your mouth also. You don't even know what you're talking about, okay?
I know how to take care of my friends.
Good. Well, then you go take care of your friends, okay? You do that.
And Ronnie, just to address that guy, Johnny, you didn't start in. Like, Robin called in to start yelling at you.
And, well, I brought something up, and maybe that's what set her off. I said that I think, also in my opinion, that she thinks I'm a bad influence on Scott. For certain the reasons are, whenever we go out and we invite him to go, we invite her also. Never comes. It's always Scott comes alone.
See, I don't think that she thinks she's see, this is what I get out of it. She doesn't think that you're a bad influence. She doesn't like you.
Exactly.
Which is the difference.
Well, it's to me, it's the same. If you don't like me, you think,
Well, it sounds like it's more about the divorce and you moving on in life.
But there were issues before that.
Well, okay, but I think that maybe was the final nail in the coffin.
Well, hold on,
But the other thing, I just wanted to say, Ronnie, you didn't attack his wife. Like, you didn't go after his wife. And you didn't throw him under the bus either with anything.
I didn't. That's why I didn't think that I would. If he started attacking her, I would have
came from.
I would have come to her defense. But she was doing fine.
Well, we're sort of talking around it here. I mean, Scott, does your wife not like Ronnie?
Apparently. Yeah.
No, don't give me apparently. You know the answer to the question. Either she does or she doesn't.
Well, she doesn't like him.
Okay. I don't think that comes as a surprise.
There's no surprise.
I think she expressed that today.
Did you know that,
very
Ronnie,
clearly
for a long time?
I never know it until 100% till he just said it now.
Well, you knew it from this morning.
Yeah, I had my feelings, but he just confirmed it for sure. Obviously, I've been talked about that she doesn't like me. Obviously, because I got divorced and I moved on with some, younger girl,
Chippy,
which is like never heard of in this society.
Scott, did she not? Yeah, I think we're gonna ask the same question. Did Chief have these feelings for Ronnie before the divorce happened? Like, did she always think he was a bad influence?
No, not at all.
So when that happened, that was sort of.
Yeah, I guess she doesn't. I mean, she doesn't obviously agree with what he did.
If Stephanie eventually gets old enough, do you think she'll like Ronnie?
Maybe if the woman that he was with was a little older. I don't know. People get divorced. The marriages don't work out. I get it. But I guess she didn't like the fact that she's a lot younger than he is.
I'm Scott the Engineer, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show, once again, I got my ass handed to me because I wanted to go bowling, so I asked the question if I could have some days off to go bowling, and here's what happened.
We should start off with Scott Salem's quest to bowl, and I know we had a lot of Scott on the wrap-up show yesterday, and we're going to have a lot of Scott on today. simply because he's in the crosshairs. And it was sort of the perfect storm today because Scott, I would imagine, was fired up about what happened yesterday. And the news broke the story that he had emailed Howard about there was a new PBA event and he wanted to go, and Howard had gotten an email. But that was at the tail end of this. What I heard, and Gary, you can correct me if I'm wrong, is Scott had talked to Doug Goodstein, yourself, Tim Sabian, everybody who basically said no to him, yet he persisted until he got a message from Howard, which basically said no. Now, Scott's argument, and I see him running down the hall now, I wonder if he's going to be as fired up as he was in the studio. Scott's argument is a simple one, which is, and Scott, correct me if I'm wrong, no one said no. People didn't answer. People said maybe, or we got to talk to this guy, we got to talk, but nobody came out and said, no, Scott, you cannot do this.
Well, today was the classic example of be careful what you wish for, because what I do know is that Scott was talking to a lot of people, and I think it would be fair to say Scott was trying to flush this out on the air. My understanding was he was trying to generate a news story that would get this to come out of the air. I think the hope was that it would come out on the air and he would get to go.
Were you lobbying the news, Scott? Be honest.
No, I asked about it. I asked Brad last week. I said, I know Shuley did the story. Are you going to bring that up on the air? I asked him. I didn't push. I asked him.
But it sounds like through the news, talking to Gary, talking to other people, it's like you were talking to everybody here about making this happen. And again, you're passionate about bowling. It's something that you want to do.
Right.
But was this an instance where you did hear no and just kept going?
I never heard no. Again.
Well, what did you hear?
I heard Doug said, I asked him, he put it off. I sent him an email. He didn't respond. I said, okay.
So Doug never gave you an answer?
No.
So
Doug's answer was, well, if he didn't respond, that's probably no.
Right. Okay, so that's your first. That's
Doug's
a good,
world.
that's a pretty good
That's
hint.
in Doug's world. I never ask Howard anything.
No, but you
I
wouldn't-
never bother him with anything.
Step away from this being as close to it as you are,
Right.
and think about it some other way. Think about it like I went to Howard and asked for the day off for something. I wanted to go to the Met game, right? And Howard didn't answer me. What would you think? What would you say to me?
Either he didn't get the email, or he
You
just
know he
didn't
gets
want
the-
to. He
Or keep going.
He didn't want to answer.
Right? Why would he not want to
He didn't
answer?
want to look like the bad guy, which
Right.
he said on the air.
Right.
He said, "I don't
Which
want to look
Scott-
like the
So I
bad
think-
guy." But what to me,
Scott,
not
Scott.
answering is looking worse than a bad guy.
You don't get to call the shots.
Scott, you've been here a very long time,
I
okay?
have. And I don't. I
hold
would
on.
normally not bother
Here's
anybody
the thing,
on
okay?
anything.
If I email Howard something and I don't get a response, that's a no. I know it's a no.
And everybody
I think-
here knows
Does
that.
anybody else think differently?
I think differently because sometimes I take it as, and not necessarily Scott's kind of situation, but I take it as, it's like, oh, should I work on this or that? And if there's not an exact no yet, you're not sure if this is the.
But you're
if this is
insane.
still percolating.
You understand that? Like you're an outlier.
Yeah.
You're insane.
He's right in a way because if Howard really wanted you to work on this or
no,
that,
I know,
he'd respond to you.
But I think sometimes Howard doesn't give a no because, well, first of all, he generally doesn't give no. That's true. But I think sometimes it's just like, it's not necessarily a bad idea. It's just not for right now.
But he usually
Right, so don't do it right now.
He'll usually say, or look, I know I've sent stuff in, and he'll be like, hey, this is good. Maybe Fred can help polish it up, or let's go in a different angle. Like he usually does give suggestions.
And the other issue here is why is Scott, or frankly anybody, going to Howard in the first place when the protocol, as Howard said today, was you got to talk to Gary first.
Always.
Let me go through it. So the Doug thing, Doug said probably not. He didn't get an answer. I waited about a week. And Doug said, let's see what happens. So after a week, Howard was doing stuff in my studio. So quickly I said, I know Doug sent you a note. What do you think?
Did you know that was on camera, by the way?
I had no idea.
Yeah. To me, it was on camera. It looked like Doug was there knowing you were going to ask, and it was engineered that it would be on camera.
I didn't even realize it.
And what did Howard say?
He said, now he could have ended it all a month ago by saying, I get that you want to bowl. I don't like the idea. We did it last year. I'm sorry.
I saw the tape because he's not answering the question.
What did he say?
You know what, Scott? I can't talk about this now. I got to deal with some stuff, and he lied.
No, no, right. That's what he said. I said he could have ended it by saying what I just said, but he said you know what? I'm going to go in the back. I'm tired.
He avoided you at first.
Scott, this is Fitzsimmons logic you're using.
I was going to say,
Of course he avoided me. And I didn't appreciate that.
Didn't you think that Greg Fitzsimmons sounded like an idiot when he went through his whole thing with the book and Howard? I mean, didn't you think so? As an objective observer?
But Greg doesn't work for him for 26 years.
Because you sound exactly like him right now.
But Greg doesn't work for him for 26 years.
All right, so
this is like maybe the first request in all that time that I've made like
All right,
this.
so Howard avoids the question, what's your next move?
He said, let me talk to Tim and Gary.
So now you're waiting on Howard
So I
to get
waited
back
again.
to you?
I can give you a little bit of background on this, by the way. I give you a tiny bit of background. Scott came to me to ask me about it, and I put Scott off.
Right.
I
he
knew
said,
hold on. Let me finish it.
Go ahead.
I knew the answer was no. Tim, for some bizarre reason, I said, Tim, did you talk to Scott yet? Because he came to me. And Tim's like, yeah, well, we have to discuss it. And I had to remind Tim that we had discussed it. So Tim was a little slow getting the answer. And I could have said something to Scott, but it was actually, it's Tim's place to say it. Like, I didn't want to cut Tim's legs out. Tim is the one who should be having the discussion with him. And then when I heard Tim this morning, when I was talking to Tim, and Tim said, I said, Tim, what did you say to him? And he goes, not a good idea. I told him no. I go, well, did you tell him no, or did you tell him it's not a good idea? And while I don't think that Scott should misinterpret it any other way, not a good idea is no, I don't know why Tim didn't just say the answer's no.
Right. So Tim didn't say no to you, but he did say,
he said, let me advise you as a friend.
So
but even you said today.
But even you said you're not his friend today.
Well, I'm not his friend, but what does that mean? I mean, does it?
It sounds
is
like
it giving me like unofficial answer, not officially?
What do you think?
What do you think,
you
man?
want this is like Richard Christie does it sometimes.
I'm
you
being,
want this
I'm
so
being
bad.
very particular here.
Yeah, you want this so bad that you don't want to read between the lines.
I didn't want to read between the lines.
You know what you are? You're the chick at the door who's crying and go, tell me to leave. I won't believe that we're over until you tell me to leave.
So he said drop the issue.
No, really.
He said drop the issue, so I dropped the issue.
That's what happened to you guys.
Howard's not interested in covering it for radio, television. Fine.
Right.
I got it. Okay. Let me see if I can get some vacation time off for those 3 days that I needed to.
Okay, so let's pick up there.
Yeah.
Who in the history of the show of the very main players do you know that's ever taken vacation time when the show is on?
Robin. Well, actually, she didn't. But Howard, I just thought of this. Howard actually moved his vacation so Robin can go to Guatemala.
Right.
Last year, he moved a vacation week for her. She had to go to Guatemala.
I got it.
You know that.
So you think that
you asked me a question and I gave you an answer. I didn't expect him to move the week. No.
But then why'd you bring it up?
Well, you answered. You asked me a question.
Okay.
Who
should Howard have moved the week?
I didn't know. He shouldn't move.
Okay,
well,
so then
actually, okay, let him move the week.
No. So we got that.
So let's say Howard said yes to that. You don't have an issue taking 3 personal days or 2. I don't know how many days during a week that we're on live. You have no problem with that.
Well,
someone using your office, you're bored.
Yeah, do you think about the message it sends in terms of you needing to be here?
So one time I was out for a medical issue for a few days.
Which absolutely, that's what personal days.
Last year he sent me to Vegas, so I was out for 4 days for that. So obviously someone did fill in for me those 2 times. I just made a request. I didn't think making a request was such a horrible thing.
It wasn't. The request isn't a horrible thing. The not taking no the first 5 times, you got a mostly an 85 to 90% no, and not hearing what you want to hear. That's where it gets weird.
I see him in a minority here, but I just thought that I wanted to go. Okay.
No, that we got.
That's
I got that you wanted to go, and you were being what you were was being very. You started to become passive aggressive about it. Like, you got to tell me no. When everybody tried to tell you no in a way that wouldn't hurt your feelings, that wouldn't make you feel bad, that wouldn't be dicky, and then it all came to this today, which nobody really wanted it to come to but you.
And you stormed in there. There was Angry Scott who walked in there today yelling at Howard, telling him you were putting Howard in his place.
So the thing started 5 or 6 weeks ago when I first was approached, and I asked the question, and the answer, if I would have gotten 5 or 6 weeks ago, that would have been the end of it.
But everybody but you thought you did have the answer.
Well, no, I didn't get an answer.
You got an answer.
Tim,
you just didn't hear it.
Tim, were you giving Scott friendly advice, or were you politely telling him no, drop it, move on?
I was politely telling him to drop it and move on.
And because the thing is that we have a modified schedule now, and we all need to be here. Period. End of story. And I told him the time that I was in Minnesota when I came late because of my father, and Howard was giving me shit for that. But it's right. I mean, right is right. We're here to work, and,
I get
the
it.
show is on. When the show is on, he needs us here to support the show.
I thought wasn't unreasonable.
Nobody's saying that. We're saying that you got
today.
No, you got an answer 5 weeks ago.
I didn't get an answer
from Doug and from
a non-answer is no answer in my world.
But you eventually did get the answer of no, they don't want Howard TV covering it, because you said you came to this conclusion somehow, right?
Well,
so
drop the bowling issue.
Once you got
drop the bowling issue for the TV and radio, which I did,
and then you continued to try.
When you're told to drop the bowling issue, and then a day later you put in for vacation to go bowling, you're not dropping the bowling. You're dropping the TV angle of it, trying to get a free trip, but you haven't dropped the bowling
get a free
angle.
trip. That has nothing to do with.
I get that, but do you recognize that you want this so bad that you may not be thinking clearly, because you do want it bad? I understand
that.
Of
course I do. And I'm still disappointed, but I understand that. Yeah, they want me here. They need me here. And
By the way, but it seemed like in a Sal sort of way, it took Howard to come on the air, say, what the hell are you emailing me for? I am saying no. Doug's in the room. Gary's in the room. You talked about Tim.
I needed to be hit over the head with a hammer.
Did you really, though?
Well, no. I 99% knew the answer was no, obviously, but I gave it another shot, thinking maybe I could change his mind. Maybe, he's like, all right, for this.
So you did hear no then, because you're trying to change his mind.
Well, I didn't hear. Heard no for what I heard no for was the TV and the radio don't want to cover it. It's not interesting. It's boring. We don't need to cover it.
I think people are missing the larger context of this isn't just one Scott incident, and the ability to read between the lines or understand what someone's trying to tell you something in a nice way is essential, not just to work on the Howard Stern show, but in business in general. But I think that this has nothing to do with bowling. This is my whole theory.
You're such a douchebag. What? I mean, really.
You don't like my theory.
Wait, hold on. Let him give his theory.
Do you
and
know
then
what I'm
yell
going
at
to say?
him.
It's not about bowling, or it's all about bowling, Scott.
Okay, but
I think he has a real problem taking orders from Tim. I've seen it. I know that Scott got upset. He wanted to hire somebody one time, and Tim said no, and he fucking flipped out about it in a very real and scary, loud way. I know one time Tim asked Scott for if he had any ideas how to upgrade his studio. Scott gave him some. I know Tim took some of the ideas and didn't take some of the other ideas, and I know Scott flipped out about that. Why did you ask me my advice if you're not going to take all my... I think the real issue is between Tim and Scott and has nothing to do with bowling.
Well,
I think... Well, my opinion is that there's some underlying issue with Scott that he feels a victim, and always a victim. And there are certain things that go on in our area that there are processes in place, and things take time, like equipment needs to be approved. But Scott, instead of asking, would rather blow up and pop off than find out what the real answers are. But there's some underlying issues that I think you feel victimized all the time. I really do. You're a good guy. I like you, and I try to work with you and try to develop a relationship with you. When I hear that I'm not your friend, when I'm not here to be friends, but I'd like to get along with people that I work with. But I think you like to put yourself in a victim state. So that's my opinion.
Okay, well, that's fine. That's your opinion. Getting back to what Jason said, of course, it's a thrill to bowl with professional bowlers. If you had some passion, or if Gary was given an opportunity to play in a real baseball game with the Mets.
I was saying my thing was like I got to go on tour with Bruce Springsteen. That would be the same thing.
And let you go do it?
That's a passion that I have. Or Bruce said, Gary, come to the
I want you to play sax for me instead of Clarence Clemens.
Come stand on the side of the stage this day. I want you to be my personal guest.
Would Howard let you take a week off of work to go play saxophone with Bruce Springsteen?
He would no.
Okay, so there you go.
But then
okay, but I approached this as we did it last year. Howard sent me out there, which was.
But that question was answered pretty early. That it doesn't work for the show.
Okay, well, that's fine. I get it. And the PBA said, regardless of whether the TV show or radio show is covering it, you're welcome to bowl. That's what they.
See, this is where you fall off the tracks because nobody cares what the PBA thinks.
Well, I'm just telling you.
I'm being very blunt.
Are you aware what the PBA is?
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you.
Police Benevolent Association.
I was offered again.
No, we understand that, but we know what they want. But we know what they want. But that has nothing to do with what we want.
I know what they want too. I mean,
don't they have authority over the situation?
But what, Scott? What about what Tim said? I mean, because Tim's not the only person who has said that before. Are you playing the victim all the time?
In fact, quite honestly, it was said pretty often before Tim ever worked with us.
I don't try to play the victim. Okay, I don't. No, I don't try to play the victim.
Leave it to the victim.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Scott.
No, I don't try. I don't want to be a victim. So, that's all I'm going to say on that.
Well, because what Jason was also inferring is that there's an underlying thing going on between the two of you.
That's what I think. There's no doubt about it. And at some point, I don't know how much time we have left on the wrap show, but at some point, it's you guys are going to have to deal with it because I see it every day. And there's a thing going between, I don't know, I think that both of you think the other one doesn't respect each other.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I think there's a missing level of respect coming from both of you. And you guys won't talk
And I'm not saying that Tim doesn't respect Scott. I'm saying
I took Scott out to lunch the other week.
Yeah,
I'm saying that Scott does not feel respected by Tim, and I know that Tim doesn't feel respected by Scott.
I think we have disagreements. I mean, I try to request something. I don't want to get into it on the air. That's not right.
But this guy just took you out to lunch, and he said, and then you go right back and say, "I'm not his friend."
Did that hurt Tim when you heard Scott say that today? I would imagine that it did.
Tim, take me out to lunch. I'm your friend.
We'll work it out.
Are you guys on Facebook? Are you friends?
No.
And Scott untags pictures with Tim.
The bowling is strictly me and not anybody else. That it's a great thing in my life.
I get it. I get it.
It really has nothing to do with anybody else. So, personally, it was a great experience, and I wanted to do it again.
Okay. What I would say is I think that every single person on this show could come up with an example of something that they really wanted to do that would make them be away from work.
I know, but they don't have that opportunity.
And
I have the opportunity.
No, we've all had the opportunity.
Now, Richard, I'm almost positive that Richard's had opportunities to go on tour for 3 months at a time.
Oh, 3 months. I mean,
listen, it's a passion,
3
right?
days.
Oh.
But I mean, we've all had, like I said, I've had the opportunity to go to the Super Bowl. I've been given the tickets, and I was invited to go on somebody's private jet.
Like I
and
told
it
you,
still didn't get me home in time.
I don't think it hurts to ask. Okay, you've been here so long. I don't think it hurts just to at least ask and get an answer that somebody respected your answer. And all I said was, somebody could have come to me and said, "We appreciate that you want to go, but we'd rather have you here. There's shows this week. We need you. You're important to the show."
But there's no knowing that.
And no one appreciated that.
That's right.
There's no knowing that because it was said. Well, because he told you to finish.
Scott, who's your issue with? Is it with Doug? Is it with Tim? Is it with Howard, Gary,
Jason?
I think it's with Howard because even before when he was arguing with Tim in the hallway, he said all he needed to do was give me the answer, and this would have been done 5 weeks ago.
Howard said on the air he didn't want to look like the bad guy. I mean, maybe he looks worse by not giving me an answer.
Do you think that's the case?
I feel that not giving me an answer is disrespecting me and anybody else he doesn't give an answer to. Well, that's the way he works. That doesn't work for me. I mean, I get it. I don't make requests from him. I think this is the first request I've made in 26 years.
But it's not. And I can't think of the others. But do you think that every office operates any differently? Yeah.
No. I mean, yes. I think that people would make a request and they would get an answer. To be ignored is worse than getting a no.
But what about if your request is unreasonable?
I don't think it was unreasonable. That's the thing. I don't think it was unreasonable.
And that's where I think there's a really big difference. To say, can I take time off after you know that it's not good for the show? I understand that part. But I want to take time off to go do what I want to do. We all want to do that. That's an unreasonable request.
With this modified schedule, it's even more important that we're here for the shows. It's even more important that we're here and we don't miss it unless it's an emergency, a personal family emergency or some type of emergency.
Hey, I'm Medicated Pete on Wednesday's wrap-up show. We talked about BB Jones and other things that came up on Howard's show this morning. Check it out.
I do want to start with BB Jones and what happened with her. And Gary, I think not a lot, but if porn stars come in here and they'll say, oh, they'll bang anybody, they'll do this, they'll do that. I guess Tabitha was certainly one who put her money where her mouth was. But with BB Jones, she is willing to bang anyone, anywhere, anytime, unprotected, and
that makes her a little tiny bit less attractive to me. But she's really a very pretty girl.
But to some people, it makes her even more attractive.
Well, you know, I don't know. It's easy and quick, but do you really feel good about yourself when you're done, or do you care?
Well,
some guys don't care.
You see, that's the question. If you're young and single and working on this show, this seems like a pretty good. You can bring your own condom. This seems like a pretty good opportunity. Yet, Ganji, JD, Benji all said no, and I want to know why.
Howard didn't understand. I sort of got where they were coming from, and I never really had to deal with this back in the day. But the whole, you know, I think that I understand Benji saying, like, girls will say, they'll Google you, they find out you banged a porn star, and it's, you know, they're like, hey, I can fuck a lot of guys. Why should I fuck a guy who fucked a porn star? So again, we're the other thing is too, we're like deep in the porn star world. We're not in porn, but we know a lot of porn stars, and you know, there's some women and guys who've never met porn stars, and they think it's a really dirty business. And I'm just saying, it's a perception of other people. So I think I sort of get like, I really understand Ganji saying that girls have Googled him and found out he fucked Kendra Jade.
Yeah,
that's a turn off.
Ganji, your checkered past really has done some damage, it seems.
So, just a prime example, the last girl I was dating, the first thing she brought up on our first date was that she Googled me and saw that I slept with this porn star.
And what did you? How do you
she
deal with that?
She wanted to know about it, and I'm like,
so what do you say?
I was like, oh yeah, it was a really, really long time ago. It wasn't that major, and I do the whole, oh, she wasn't a porn star at that point. She was only a stripper, which made me feel like in my mind.
That makes it so much better.
Right,
It was a
exactly,
year
'cause
after
strippers-
me that her and her stepmother banged Jerry Springer and taped it. Really?
Right.
Not to, did anyone ever bring that up?
No, because they don't ever make that connection. But all it does is you see like Kendra, porn star, and I slept with her. And that's the first thing that literally comes up when you Google my name. And the other thing is, you know, so it causes a problem. I mean, like it freaks regular girls out.
How many times does that come up?
I'd say 2 or 3 times.
And girls can't look past that, huh?
Regular girls have a problem looking past that for some reason.
See, now for JD, it's different because
no, it's not.
You've dated a porn star.
No, I didn't date her.
You liked her, and you would have dated her.
Listen, I've liked a lot of.
What was that
girls.
girl's name? The one that you were pretty
Kimberly
friendly?
Kane.
Kimberly Kane.
So like would you go out to? Would you take Kimberly Kane, say, to Howard's Christmas party if you were dating her?
Yeah, if I was dating her.
So she's
sure.
a porn star. The girl today is a porn star. What's the difference in the way people look at you?
Because I don't know. You got me.
No, but I think it's a legitimate question. In other words, you're willing to date porn stars.
Yeah. Listen. Well, first of all, if she has the sex with a lot of guys.
But
a lot.
But Kimberly Kane,
many porn stars do.
It's protected. She's having sex with janitors.
So it's the unprotected sex.
That's a big thing.
Okay.
And second of all, I don't think she's interested in me. Otherwise, she would have gotten back to me when I tried to contact her.
No.
I didn't try and contact her like once and never again. I tried to call her a couple times. I texted her.
I think you played that all wrong. I don't think she's really interested in anybody. I think you have to call her, remind her that you want to have sex with her, you want to talk dirty to her. I think you have to work it. I think she's putting it out to everybody. She forgets who she talks to.
Wait, JD, what did you do? Like, how did you try and get in touch with her?
I called her.
And then what'd you say?
I
One
can't remember.
time?
I left a message.
And so did you expect her to call you back and go, hey, JD, let's rock out with your cock out?
She left me a voicemail wanting phone sex. Well, yeah.
Right.
Okay, so what'd you do?
I called her and I left her a voicemail. I remember what.
But how long after?
Probably that in the next morning.
But you didn't try
as soon as after I got home from work.
You didn't try to text her or follow up besides that?
Yes, I did.
Well, what did you do? How many times did you text her?
I like a few, but you know, if you don't get a response each time, you know, what are you gonna do?
So, at what point did you give up?
I don't know, like a month or so.
But how many times would you say you tried either voicemail or text? How many times?
Like 5 times, maybe.
So so if you had gotten a hold of her that night and did a little phone sex, do you think you would have made the next move into actually meeting up with her?
Sure, probably. Maybe yeah.
Benji, you weren't here, but the question is, you 3 guys, you're single. Like, why not go for BB?
when Marianne from Brooklyn called and said, "No, how can you say it's a stigma?" It's not a stigma to me, but it's a stigma to how other women.
Why do you
look
care?
at it?
Because you don't usually seem to care about those things.
I care because I think BB's very attractive. I don't know her personally she seems cool, but it's like for basically like a one-time thing. Like maybe she's in New York twice a year, 3 times a year. I don't know how often.
Okay.
So for this one-time fuck of a hot girl, is it worth how much harder it is going to make for other relationships?
But Benji, you've been on the air and openly talked about anonymous sex that you get off of websites. Why is that so different?
First of all, I don't do that anymore. I don't bring it up anymore, and I don't do it anymore. First of all, but second of all, it is different when it becomes a very tangible, real thing. Oh, sorry, when it becomes a very tangible, real thing with a person that people know who it is.
Right.
Now, I have interesting breaking news. I don't know if this has come up, and I checked with Howard to make sure it was cool to bring up.
Okay.
She rejected Pete.
How so?
What?
She said she wouldn't fuck him.
When did she say that?
This is what now I'm getting this secondhand from TV guys.
Pete, get over here. Go ahead.
Oh, Pete, I didn't know you were in here, so I don't know if you know this. And this is what I heard, so maybe it's not true. I don't know.
No, that's first I've heard of that.
Well, hold on. But let's start. Pete, how did you leave it off with her?
I said sure.
So did she give you a number to contact her email address?
No.
No. So how are you figuring you're going to get in touch with her?
I don't know. I mean, I would have thought
signals?
that. Yeah.
So, Ganji, you're like one of the main guys at Howard TV. What's going on here? Is this true?
I don't know. The behind the scenes guys were following them around, so I'm assuming that's when it happened.
So Benji, what do you know?
Well, this is Lee. He's one of our TV guys.
Yeah. What's up?
Not much, Pete. How are you doing?
About this news, what's
So Lee told me. I said to Lee, this was maybe he's coming down. I'm sorry. I said to Lee Garowitz, I said, "Oh, did Pete leave with BB?" And he goes, "No, actually, she said." And Pete,
just say it.
That she didn't want to. She wasn't interested in having sex with Pete. Now I don't know if she just said just Pete specifically or anyone here, or I don't know how that goes. And I saw Howard on the way out because I wanted to check with him to make sure it was cool to bring up, and he said it's cool. So, but I didn't get that firsthand.
I mean, she clearly agreed on the air. I mean, after Pete serenaded her, and she was all up for it. Doug, do you know what's going on here?
Yes. She's claiming the
Can't hear you.
How's that mic?
Oh, the thing on my face?
The open sore is the problem. Not his.
What is that, by the way, Pete? We were sort of talking about that.
I don't actually know what it is. I went to the doctor yesterday and had it checked out.
And he said what?
I got some antibiotics. So.
What did he say?
It was just like some sort of pimple that I squeezed and just pussed all over. And
so
that might be the reason why. Pete.
Do you think the open sore is an excuse?
No,
I don't know. I will tell you that we looked at it before, and Pete, don't take this the wrong way. He does sort of look like an AIDS patient. You know what I mean? With that big sore. I'm serious.
How does he take that the right way, Gary?
A handsome AIDS patient, though.
No, so she doesn't know you the way we know you.
Yeah,
maybe,
obviously.
And so I look at that and I go, Pete banged into the wall or something. But maybe it's a little scary to her. But this is a woman who doesn't mind unprotected sex.
We finally found that.
Yeah,
Bibby
that's kind of weird.
Bibby has a line, and Pete is that line.
He's the Mendoza line.
Yeah.
So if Ganji has this sore, or Benji has this sore, let's say, do you think it would have prevented this from happening?
That's
pop a pimple real quick.
No, that's a very good question. I don't know. John, I guess the question you're asking is it the sore or is the sore just an out in general?
That's right.
Well, I mean, we could ask her, like, will you do it when the sore is healed?
Yeah, well, based on her rap today on the show, I wouldn't think that would stop her, but I guess I'm wrong. Shirley, do you have breaking news on this?
I don't know.
I was just going to confirm what Benji said because I interviewed her after she got off the air, and she confirmed with me that she was not down to bang Pete.
But did she tell you the lesion or the sore was?
Yeah, she says I don't know what that sore is, and I said I think it's just a scratch could be AIDS. I don't know.
See, now, don't you think BB should have had the class to tell Pete face to face, or at least let him know before she left? That's not right.
Doesn't sound like the conviction of a girl who fucked a janitor at the movie theater.
Well, maybe you say maybe she felt, maybe it wasn't the smartest way to do it, but maybe she felt it was nicer to say yes on the air and to reject.
And then to just never call him again.
Yeah.
Pete, would you rather that, or would you rather her tell you face to face?
Face to face, rather than secondhand.
Well,
But
the second hand is not her fault. That's my fault. That I didn't even realize you were here.
Right,
when
he
I
wouldn't
said
even been aware of it if Pete
Yeah.
wasn't here.
Then he would have never known. He would have just kept calling her and texting her for a month.
We're just kidding, man. She's gonna fuck
Thanks,
you.
Gare.
Huh?
We're just kidding. She'll fuck you.
Are you giving me shit or?
Yeah, but I just want you to feel good and stuff. Man. We'll get you laid.
What's the, all right. Well, come on.
No, I'm confused.
No,
I'm
we're not.
confused too.
We'll get you laid. I'll get you laid. I'll get you laid today.
Pete, Benji's trying to let you down easy here. Essentially, she said that she doesn't want to bang you because of that sore. I mean, that's what
I
this
don't know.
comes down
Listen,
to.
this is like I said.
Well,
Everything I heard is
if that's
secondhand.
true coming from her, then that's obviously true. But
Now, do you think maybe she sensed that you wanted more than just a banger, Pete? Because I know a lot of times you sort of go down the relationship route once you meet a girl.
Well, I was like, after the show, I was like, well, to the camera guys, I was like, well, we'll see where this goes, It's not a guaranteed relationship, but,
I don't think of her and think of the word relationship at all.
At all. Just have some fun and make one thing leads to another.
You're already going too far for her.
Because she did say if she banged you, she wanted you to leave right after.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't take offense to that.
But that wasn't just you, Pete. I mean, she
that's
said
what she wants. That's what she wants.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way she operates.
But I mean, do you understand that this is a pure sex thing? That it's not a relationship thing? And I mean, certainly for her, and I figured for you, this is like let's have sex and then beat it. Do you understand that, or do you think that it could be more?
No, I totally understand that it would be just
because you just 2 seconds ago said let's see where it goes.
Just let's fuck and then but. Conversation can if
you've already gone too far.
But I
she doesn't want to have a conversation.
Who knows?
But I don't know if this is Pete's fantasy at all. Like to me, a girl like that, a little bit of fantasy would be you'd be so fucking good and so blow her away that she'd like fuck. I gotta fuck this guy.
Yeah. See, I've never had that fantasy. I don't think I could be that good.
I think you could.
I don't know.
All right, let's go to the phones.
It's worth the shot.
Jim, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, the one guy with the balls to fucker's got a damn open sore. Jesus, I can't believe there's single guys on the Howard Stern show that won't fuck this broad.
Hey, I always forget your name. I know you're from
Jim?
NC.
This is Jim.
Jim, yeah. But
Sure.
Jim, do you have a girlfriend or?
I do.
Okay, so let's say you were single, but you were in our position of like we're not exactly famous, but like reality show famous. So
in a New York Minute, Benji.
What's that?
In a New York Minute.
But wait, so,
right.
so Jim, knowing that if you fucked her, that on Monday we're going to drag in the studio. I go, you fucked her. We want every little detail. We want to hear about it. So now everybody that listens to the show will know that you had sex with this porn star who sleeps with a lot of people, and a lot of them are protected. That's cool for you?
Well, it brings notoriety to yourself, and it's something for the show. When you're working for the show, you've got to do that kind of thing. Look at her.
You don't have to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
She's fantastic looking. I mean,
She
it's
is, but it's a one-time. It's basically a one-time thing.
Jim, are you saying that
makes it harder for next time?
Are you saying that some of the guys on the show aren't fulfilling their obligation? Seriously, because that's what it sounds like.
We're not being team players.
Right.
We're not fucking BB Jones.
Yeah, I mean, Gary, you and Howard should actually make it a stipulation that somebody.
Someone's got to get fired.
She's going to be there in Flushing, New York. She's going to be there all weekend.
All right, I'll do it.
Yeah, and so about 50 other guys probably.
Ganj, if you knew it wouldn't be found out, I think you said you would
Absolutely. If she came up to me at a bar and I didn't know she was a porn star, or even if I kind of found out that she was, and it wasn't part of the show, we were somewhere else, I would absolutely
Okay, so let's take this a step further. You probably know how to get in touch with her
Yeah,
without
right.
anybody knowing. Would you ever try to pull that off?
No, because I feel like nowadays with the Howard 100 News and everything else, that's not a possibility. Back in the old days, absolutely. Things can be kept quiet. Nowadays, no.
I did try contacting her without anyone knowing, and she didn't just contact me back.
Right. Can I ask JD a question?
Oh, God.
JD, would you be more into her if she was only into you? Like, does it bother you that she was slept with Benji?
She was somewhat into me, period. I don't believe that she was into me. And I believe her saying she wanted me to fuck me or whatever was her, she didn't mean it.
But if you thought she did, and she wasn't interested in Benji and me and 50 other guys, but only you, would you go through with it?
Maybe. Yeah.
So you
maybe.
don't like when they don't show you the attention. If she shows attention to anybody else, you don't like that.
Attention like that, it's a little weird. I'll fuck. Yeah.
Pete, same question.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yo.
Same question.
What's up? Do me a favor, just repeat the question.
No problem.
Yeah.
Would you?
I have a feeling that's not the first time in his life he said that.
JD is saying that it makes a difference. Like someone asked, well, why would you go out with Ashley Dupree, who is a known escort, who knows what she did
She was a
before.
former escort at the time, by the way.
A known escort, and who knows what she did at the time, versus someone like BB, who's just, admits to what she's doing. Is there a distinction between the two for you?
Yeah, somebody that doesn't admit it, I'll be more inclined to probably go out with, whereas someone who openly admits it, that would be a little, I don't know, I'd be a little skeevy towards that,
Well, let's say you got together. I mean, the SOAR thing didn't happen, and you got together with BB. Would it bother you, like, if she went on to the next guy, like she talked about today, she bangs a janitor, she bangs somebody she sees in an elevator. Would you feel, like, protective of her because you had been with her at that point?
Would I feel protective?
Would it bother you if she went to, like, the next guy? If she ran into Ganji and say, hey, let's go bang, and she's just coming off of, being with you?
Sort of, kind of, in a kind of a weird way, yeah. I'd be concerning, somewhat. I mean, yeah.
What's the question you just answered?
What was the question again? I don't know.
Benji, I imagine you can relate to what Pete's saying.
Listen. She is physically beautiful. I want to fuck her. I want to possess her. So I get that. Yeah, you want to be the one. It's the same thing. Like, look, we could easily, I don't know how much. We could take $50. We could take a couple $100 and go pretty much fuck any girl we want of a certain caliber, a prostitute. But it's not hot because it's like you're paying for it. And there's something about this, a little bit in a similar category. If there's nothing special about you, if you're no different than like anyone else,
right?
It's not as hot.
Right. I'll agree with that.
Thanks.
Rosie O'Donnell's on the phone. Well, first of all, Rosie, congratulations. You got an excellent write-up in the Post today about your new show. They're saying it's a breath of fresh air, the blah, 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 going on and on, raving. Hollywood Reporter, excellent review. They say the show is not sterile, that things are being mixed up, that you never know what you're going to get.
Well, that's always good.
You're getting hit reviews.
Oh, that's nice. I just woke up. I haven't read anything, so I'm happy to hear that.
Where are you now, in Chicago?
I'm in Chicago, in my very cold dressing room.
With Oprah's staff. Now, here's my prediction.
Go ahead.
And I don't know a thing, but this is, I have intuition.
You got a hunch.
And you can deny it if you want.
I might.
Oprah's staff likes things.
Is it Oprah's staff?
Yes. Rosie was given Oprah's staff. Listen, it's a very successful staff.
Okay.
But they like doing things where everything is very packaged, very produced. Rosie likes to let things evolve and happen.
And Rosie's Rosie. She's not Oprah.
She's not Oprah. I predict within a year, Rosie, all new staff. That's my prediction.
Well, you're not going to be psychic of the year, because here's the thing. It's only about 3 of people from her senior staff.
Okay.
And the rest of them were all young, new kids who had worked at her staff for about 5 to 8 years. So they're in their 20s, most of them. So they're quite trainable, right? But I will tell you, you're right about initially they were worried about the fact that I don't use the prompter. Because normally they have a prompter and everybody follows it in the control room. Right. And so that's the reason we went live, Howard, which I think you'll understand better than anyone, is all the practice shows. I would do something, and then after, we got to go, we'll be right back, and they'd say, we're going to have to do that again. I'm like, why? Well, you forgot to say NBC is the voice.
Right.
I'm like, oh, dear Lord.
That's not going to fly with you.
Okay, so Thursday, after the test show, I had a meeting with Lisa �00𝗵𝗲, who's, one of the head Oprah people. She and Sherry Salata, ran it for 25 years, ran her show. And my 2 executive producers and I was like, okay, listen, I'm not willing to trade something real for something fake. Just because something's real and has a little few flaws in it does not make it less valuable than something that's perfect and sterile and ridiculous.
Right.
And they're like, well, how could we fix that? I said, we could go live. Cut to, they said, okay, which I never thought they would do, because I thought they'd be worried that I might,
The whole show is live.
Live.
Wonderful.
Is this going to kill you? I'm saying right now it's fun, the first show.
Yeah, it's the first blush. You've been back.
You've been having a great life. You've been enjoying hanging out.
Yeah.
Is this going to kill you?
I pray to God it's not going to kill me, but I was hanging out for 10 years, Howard.
So what?
That's a lot. 10 years, man, of doing nothing. You tried. It's not easy.
You were going stir crazy.
Listen, my kids were raised. They were all in school. My youngest is going to be 9 years old, and I didn't have anything to do.
I can't keep up with you. You baffle me.
Why?
Because Rosie and I never had a private conversation, really. I mean, not where we've threatened to get together for dinner, but there's always there's always a complication.
Oh dear. But she's hard to schedule with.
Yeah,
she is hard to schedule with.
She is. She's difficult, but
yeah.
You fascinate me.
I
so
do.
When I came into your life, you had a new girlfriend.
Yeah.
She moved the whole family in. She had 6 kids. You have 4 kids.
Yeah.
You were
She didn't move them in. They moved them They moved next door.
You were in the process of what you call blending the families.
Yeah.
Now somehow that relationship ended.
Yeah.
And then,
which I believe was predicted by you.
Oh yeah. Well, because you were going probably insane with her 6 kids. Let's be honest. That's too many kids.
Let's be honest. You have a vision of what you think would work, and I remember that movie, Yours, Mine, and Ours, with Lucille Ball.
Right.
And I thought, well, how?
That's what you were thinking.
Yeah. This could be perfect, right? But honestly, it was a lot of kids, and that's the truth. It was a lot of kids.
It ruined the relationship.
I wouldn't say ruined, but it didn't allow for any time for she and I to be together alone, and
right.
There were lots of kids with lots of different issues, and
right.
I got my own 4, and they have their own challenges, right? And so it just felt to me like chaos and too much. And she's a lovely, lovely person.
So in other words, you saw this movie and had the idea. But the kids didn't see the movie. That was the problem.
No, but they
Right.
did see the one with Steve Martin, Cheaper by the Dozen.
Yes. Now, was it complicated when you had to go, like when you broke up? I can't even imagine the hassle. First of all, you got to move her out of the house. You know,
Which literally she did in 3 days over Christmas. It was very quick.
and then
Over Christmas,
you had to
we're
go,
breaking up.
and you had
Oh.
to go over Christmas, no less.
Woof.
Then you had to go to the kids and say, "Listen, remember the movie I watched?"
Turns out it doesn't work like
Yeah,
that.
right. That was the movies, kids.
Yeah, now we have a different movie to watch.
Was that a horrible?
No, because the kids knew. The kids knew in the beginning. Like I said, here's the thing. We're going to see what happens, and
Right.
and I love Tracy, and we're going to see what happens. And so the fact that we didn't live in one house, I think, was helpful in terms of them not feeling as upset, or they sort of there was a separation, and it wasn't like we did every holiday together. In fact, we didn't really do that. I took my kids and did what we normally did, and she did what she normally did.
And Tracy had to be brokenhearted because, listen, nabbing a Rosie is a big deal.
Nabbing, I love that.
Well, let's be honest.
You think I'm nabbable?
Well, listen.
Well, you're acting like she lost a Porsche.
She's a big. Well, yeah, Rosie's a big star. She is the pride.
It's more like a Hyundai Sonata, Robin. I don't know if it was a Porsche.
She is the home run of home runs. She's wealthy. She's, listen. She's everything
she's
a woman.
also a good person.
Yeah, right. So, when you broke up with her, it had to be, the worst.
Well, just so you know, it was not. It was she made the decision. It wasn't. She said, "This is not going to work for me, and I'm going to go."
Well, in other words, you acted so miserable.
No, I just knew. I knew fairly early on that a long-time future and forever wasn't in the cards, and that I loved her very much, and I care about her kids, and I care about her life, and and what I think we ended up wanting different things. Although in the beginning it was a great, immense love affair, and it's wonderful to feel those kinds of feelings. And I had been in a relationship for a long time that towards the end was kind of when people are about to divorce, it's a couple years of rockiness, right? So
and here's what else baffles me.
What's that?
Okay, so this whole moving to Chicago thing, I don't get. Now, Parker is in military school, so he's covered.
And loves it.
Can you believe this?
Military
I cannot believe it, truthfully. He's been asking since he was 8. Wow. And I was...
Wow.
Yeah. Obsessed with everything, like can tell you everything General Patton ever did, could tell you who was in what war, what countries, and why. And
do you think he'll become a military guy?
That's what he's always wanted. And, and I was really concerned, to tell you the truth. He's 16. When I left my show, I kept him in first grade twice because I wanted him to sort of, relearn and have focus, and I wasn't home during my, the show. So he did first grade twice. So he's older than most of the kids in 10th grade. He's 16. Most of them are 15.
Right.
And when bin Laden was killed, he was awake. We were in my room, and I really was panicked that something huge was going to happen. Like they dropped the nuclear bomb, because the president doesn't give a press conference on a Sunday night.
Right.
And they announced that he's dead, and my son goes, "Oh, shit." And I go, "What, honey?" He goes, "I wanted a shot at him, Mom." And he was
Now,
dead
this is some
serious.
kid. This is some kid.
Dead
Now,
serious.
Here you are, a peacenik, right? You are someone.
Totally.
And this kid is rebelling by becoming a military guy.
Well, that's what I said. I said, how do you piss off your left-wing, liberal, pacifist, lesbian mother? You join the military,
But,
I'm
and
like,
you
don't
were the
you want to stay home and get drunk and have crazy sex with
Right.
your parents? He's like, yeah, I'm going to do that as well, Mom, but I first want to serve my nation. I'm like, okay, baby.
Wow. Doesn't this blow your mind in the sense that you were the type of mother, from what I could understand, that was up this kid's ass? I mean, he couldn't make a move without you. And
yeah, I'm madly in love with him.
And all of a sudden now, he's moving out of the house
He's
at
gone.
16. He's gone.
Yeah, it wasn't really all of a sudden. I mean, he's seen every movie about military school and stuff, and he saw TAPS, so I'm partially blaming Tom Cruise. But he saw TAPS, and he was like, "Mom, I want to go to that school."
Is he into guns?
Excuse me?
Is he into guns?
Well, he'll tell you every caliber. He's never shot a gun. We don't have a gun in the house. But he knows, like when we're watching a show, he'll go, "Oh, Mom, that's a 15mm CC from a Nighthawk Fire Ranger." He knows.
Is he into hand-to-hand combat? Does he take karate and all that?
No, but he's into football and athletics, and he's
Right.
He's very sort of cut, and he's like he looks like he belongs in, like when I saw him in his uniform, they had the graduation from the plebe to the cadet, and I was up there 2 weekends ago, and I was stunned. And here he is, like 6'1". He lost 20 pounds there. He's fit. He's cut, and he's so happy.
Wow.
And everywhere we went, like I took him out to dinner to celebrate, and we're at some steakhouse up in Valley Forge, and people in the waiting, to get a seat said to him, "Thank you for your service," because he looks like he's in the Navy.
Right.
Wow. And
wow.
He goes, "Thank you, ma'am. I'm still a cadet, but I will pass on that to the men in the arms." He would say the whole thing,
Wow.
He called me ma'am once, Howard, and I almost had like an aneurysm.
You're kidding.
I'm like, "Honey, you do not ma'am me ever."
This sounds like
disrespectful to ma'am your mother.
You're not kidding. This sounds like remember that show with Michael J. Fox? He was like a Republican, but his parents were hippies.
Oh, he's not a Republican.
No, but
I'm
saying he comes from this piece. You personally were upset that they killed Bin Laden because you felt he deserved a trial.
To war.
You wanted a trial for him.
Yeah, I wanted to know if it was legal in the nation, that we live to do this, right? I questioned whether or not it was legal. Is it legal to do that?
Right.
Right? But he's a Democrat, though. My son said, he goes, "Mom, in the whole school there's like 5 Democrats." He said, "I get into the greatest discussions about what's going on politically." And he grew up in a family where we discussed politics at the dinner table, so he's well versed in what's going on.
But here is the turnaround in your life. You left your first show, which was very successful, because you wanted to be home with the family. The kids were young.
Right.
Now all of a sudden you're living in Chicago. You got your one daughter with you. 2 of the daughters are living with Kelly.
A daughter and a son.
A daughter and a son are living with Kelly.
Well, they're doing halftime, right? So the oldest boy, Parker's away. Chelsea's living with me, and the 2 little ones are doing, half and half.
I feel like you're free and clear now. With the kids. I mean, I feel you're back to being,
She dropped them all.
I feel you got everyone sort of in somewhere and stashed away, and then you're running around in Chicago.
Yeah, I'm at all the gay bars dancing till 3 in the morning.
No, you have a new girlfriend.
Exactly, who you will love, Howard. Because remember when you were saying to me, "Hey, did you have a crush on Beth?" And I said to you, when she did The View, and I was like, "No, she's too perfect for me. I'd be too intimidated to go near a woman who looked like that."
Right.
Cut to, I'm in Starbucks, and I see this woman in front of me, dressed perfectly, very Beth-like, holding a puppy, and I have a puppy just like it, and I was thinking of getting another one for Chicago, and I thought she was a straight 28-year-old, because that's what she looked like, and I start talking to her, and I'm like,
And by the way, this one, just so I'm clear, this one doesn't have any kids, right?
No kids.
Perfect. All right, go ahead.
Perfect.
Yeah, and you're not having kids with her, right?
Not at the moment.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so she's holding the puppy, and I'm like, I got a dog like that. Where did you get it? And we start talking, and I said, "Here's the thing."
Were you hitting on her?
No, because I didn't think she was gay at all. It's like she's got a Beth vibe, honey. She wears high heels and Prada belts and a lot of jewelry. Like I thought she was just a straight girl.
So your gaydar wasn't going wild.
Honey, not only was it not going wild, it didn't even register a possible blip.
But but why did you start talking to her? Because she was beautiful?
No, because of the dog.
Exactly, because of the dog.
But listen, Rosie sees 50 people a day with dogs. She tells them to fuck off. This one, she's all of a sudden talking to.
I'll tell you why, because I have a 4-pound Chihuahua, and she was holding a 3-pound Pomeranian.
Right.
And I wanted to know if it was full grown, because, I can't bring the big dogs back and forth. So I have a little Chihuahua, and my daughter Chelsea, who's living with me here, I wanted to get her a little one so Missy would have a friend and blah, blah, blah.
So when you're talking to her, does she recognize right away it's Rosie O'Donnell?
I think so,
Okay, go ahead.
But she didn't say it,
And she's wearing a little hot dress, and she's got high heels on.
No, she's got like jeans that, your thigh don't touch kind of jeans.
Right.
Like
and she's 28.
No, she's 40.
40?
She looked 28.
Tight ass, big boobs, the whole thing.
Honey, you're a dream girl. I'm telling
Really?
you. Remember in the studio?
Who does she look like?
Julianne Moore.
Oh, my.
Yes, red hair, green eyes.
So you're talking to her.
I'm talking to her, and I said, here's what happened to me. I got a little chihuahua when I was 33, and the next thing I knew, I had a son. So you're probably going to have a baby soon. And she, told me that she was trying to have a baby, and and I said, oh well, maybe your husband. But she said, oh, I don't have a husband. I'm a lesbian. And I laughed. I was like, I said, that's funny.
Bingo.
I said, you're funny. What's your name? And she said, Michelle. I go, no, seriously. She goes, no, I am a lesbian. I go, you're a lesbian. If you're a lesbian, you're one of those lesbians for 14 minutes. You're not a real. She says, I've been out since I'm 24 years old.
Wow.
I'm like, and how old are you now? 28? She said, no, 40. I go, first of all, I thought it was Ashton Kutcher on Punk'd for a minute.
This is too good to be true.
Well, yeah, and then I didn't trust her for a while. I'm like,
well, what do you mean you didn't trust her?
Because, like I said, I was intimidated by the beauty. I was a little thrown by the, I don't know.
Well, Kelly was beautiful, but you're talking about a whole nother level up.
Kelly is beautiful, and it's not about levels. It's just about she's very much of a girl. I've never dated a woman who is so much of
so
a girl.
Feminine.
Exactly.
So wait a second. You meet this girl in Starbucks.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, here's a picture of her.
Oh, yeah, pictures flying in.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you enjoyed that, Howard?
Oh, yeah, baby.
I thought you might like that. I thought of you.
You'll bring her over to my
more
place.
Than once.
We'll
More
get
than
her,
once, Howard.
we'll get her in a bikini.
Oh, yeah, she has a few.
Oh, look at her. She is lovely.
Yeah.
Is she wearing a wedding ring with you?
No, she is not wearing a wedding ring.
It appears to be. Wow, she's some knockout.
Yeah.
You know how to handle something like that?
Howard, that was my concern. I was like, hey, what have I...
You meet her in Starbucks. How long before you take her out on a date?
About 2 weeks.
What did you do? You started texting and calling?
Yeah, my daughter was in the hospital for a while, and so I was going back and forth to the city.
What is that all about? Is she all right?
Yeah, she's okay, but for my 14-year-old, and so I was in and out of the city a lot for like a month, and so I didn't really have any time. So we talked for like 2 weeks on the phone and texting and emails and stuff, and then
that's romantic. And are you burning with desire for her?
Well, I was nervous, Howard. I was like nervous.
But you were thinking about her a lot.
And I was also thinking, could she really be gay? But then as we were talking about, her life and her relationships, and I was like very...
you found yourself fantasizing about her?
Yes.
Alone in bed? You touched yourself thinking about her?
Well, Howard,
I mean, that's okay.
There's all kinds of influence you can buy to help you do that. But no,
I know. Robin teaches me.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, well...
So, okay, so you're thinking about her, you're texting this and that, and you say, let's go out on a date.
Well, yes, she said, let's have dinner,
Where'd you take her?
I was like, to a sushi restaurant, but in my town, because, I had the kids and we had some stuff going on, so she came up with her puppy.
Right.
And met three of my children the first day, because what I thought was, if this has any chance to ever be anything, it comes with three kids. Right?
It was clear it was a date, though.
You introduced the kids right away.
She doesn't fuck around.
Oh.
No,
because you know what? Rosie falls in love in a day.
Immediately.
Yeah, she doesn't even date that much. As soon as she meets anybody that she's slightly attracted to, she moves them right in.
I went on 4 dates. You'll be proud of me, Howard.
Right.
And in the last, since I've been divorced, which is 4 years,
right.
I went on 4 dates with people I did not move in with. So I'd like to have a round of applause.
All right, so there is some discriminating.
Right, but when I go on a date, here's how it goes. I go out to dinner, and then if I don't feel that thing that you're supposed to feel,
right.
Oh my gosh, I want to get to know you, I want to sit next to you, I want to snuggle, I want to,
Right.
If I don't feel that, then that's done.
You move on.
And that's
right
fair.
Away.
But that's fair.
Right away.
You say to them, oh, this was a nice time, I'll get in touch with you, and you never call, right?
Well, because I'm a lesbian, they end up texting and we're friends. But
right.
I make it clear that, I'm not particularly interested in anything other than that.
Women are so good with each other. They're so sensitive that way. Like me,
I would be friends.
I just would never write the person and hide.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, I used to do that with therapists. Whenever my therapist pissed me off, I would change my phone number and just never call them back.
That's healthy. I wish I could learn how to do that.
Yeah, that's a good trick. I think you should use that.
So you go out on a date. Where do you take these girls to dinner? Because right away it becomes a story. This is in your neighborhood. No one squeals on you. No one says.
Yeah, in Nyack it's very easy. That everybody. I've lived there a long time.
What'd she wear on the date? Was she wearing no panties?
No. She's got some thong action going on. But, no, white jeans and a black shirt and heels that I could not believe a human could walk in.
And no bra.
Oh, no, honey. Believe me.
Oh.
She's got the bra underwear matching sets, La Perla, something that she's taught me about. I now have matching bras and underwear, color coordinated, with lace.
Does it make you feel good?
It does, and I'm shocked.
So wait a second. This girl, you go on the date, and I know with the way you've described it, you like a nice big build-up sexually. You don't want to, like, just get it over with in 2 seconds.
Oh, no. In fact, it was not, there was no chance or time. So then after we went out to dinner, all it was a kiss goodnight, and then we
with the
went
tongue.
Yeah.
Wow.
Come on, I'm 49,
Look at you.
honey.
Wow.
What am I going to do, peck her on the cheek?
No time to waste.
There were 3 kids sleeping upstairs and 1 in military school. I couldn't exactly, bound chicka bound. And besides, I was nervous, Howard.
Do you initiate the kiss or she does?
I did.
Well, good for you.
Well, I was nervous to do it, though.
But you knew she wanted it. If she's going all the way up to Nyack, she wanted something with you. I mean, where does the kiss happen? Out in your front door?
No, on my living room couch. I walk in and the kids are waiting because the kids were playing with her dog, and the kids are waiting. Hi, and I'm like, okay, everybody, up to bed. Mom will be up there. And
yeah, but it's 4 o'clock. So they go up to bed. You get her on the couch, and you make out with her.
No, we don't make out. We one kiss.
That's romantic.
This is what I said to the kids. I go, you guys go up to bed. Mommy will be up in a half an hour. And she has since told me that when I said that, she thought to herself, oh, she's not interested, right? That she put her right. But I wasn't. What am I going to say? I have the kids. They're waiting in my bed.
No, that's very respectful.
Right. So
were you burning with desire?
Well, I was definitely wanting to kiss her.
Right. Oh,
and I did.
She's a knockout. I'm staring at the picture as you're talking.
She's beautiful. She's inside and out. She's so great with kids. She's really lovely. She's smart. She's kind. She's got her own. She's got.
So when do you finally bang her?
It took a few months, Howard.
Few months. Because you like that build-up.
Well, I was going back and forth to Chicago in the early parts of the summer to set up the show. Even right before the summer, I was going back and forth, and then
second date, you feel her up?
No.
Just kiss again.
We made out.
Oh my God! See, women when they're with each other, they love a slow build.
Oh, you kidding? And then all the letters about how great the kiss was, and then talking, and then send me a photo. Where are you? And,
look at that!
Oh my God! It's romance times 1,000.
Did she sext you?
No.
No pictures of herself over the text with her legs or panties?
Oh, no.
Nothing.
Well, no. Come on. She's not a skanky hoe.
That's not hoe. That's fun.
Well, before you even make love to the person, they're going to send you pictures of themselves naked?
Not naked, but, a little something. So, all right. So you make out for a long time on the second date. Third date, I'm going to say by the third date, fingers. Now you're burning with desire.
No, let me tell you something. Here's what it went from. Kissing to, could you come and spend 2 weeks with me?
Right. It was time.
So all 4 dates were just making out.
Where'd she come to, Chicago?
Just kissing. Miami. We went to Miami.
Oh, the house in Miami.
Yeah, which is really, that's the house. Every time I pull in, I go, who owns this place?
Right.
Oh, crap, it's me.
And when she saw that place, it was romantic time.
It was romantic time. But you know what? She's got her own thing going on, honey.
What does she do?
Money. She's an IT headhunter, and she's like, one of the most successful people in that field. And
that's attractive. I like that.
Yeah, she's got a lot of her own money, cash, life. She's got a Beamer. She wears all these designer everything and jewelry. And I'm like, where'd you get those earrings? She's like, I bought them.
Sounds too good to be true.
Yeah, a little bit, that's what I was a little bit like going, where am I going to find the trap door? Where am I going to hear? By the way, I was arrested for impersonating Julianne Moore and stealing $50 million.
Have you ever dated someone who had that type of personal income and was able to support themselves in that fashion?
No.
So this is a new avenue for you.
It is.
And then you say, and then the insecure.
In charge of everything.
So then the
exactly, Robin. I'm not the boss.
So then the insecure part of you becomes a little more secure because she could afford. She doesn't need your money. So maybe you start thinking she really loves me.
I don't think, Kelly didn't need my money. I mean, Kelly comes from a trust fund baby. She was a very rich kid.
Good.
Right? But, Michelle grew up very similar kind of financial way straight that I did, although she was in the most western part of upper New York State, right? So
is she a Gold Star lesbian, or has she been with men?
What is a Gold Star lesbian?
Gold Star lesbian is a true lesbian who has never even messed around with men.
Oh, I didn't know that term.
Absolutely.
I didn't know that either. And
I just coined it.
Oh, it's
3 seconds ago.
Gold Star lesbian.
No, seriously.
No, she's not a Gold Star lesbian, nor am I, Howard.
Well, I mean, you've messed around with some men, but very, very, very
but
superficially.
I did the deed more than once.
Well, you tried.
No, honey, I lived with a guy for over a year.
Oh, did I know that?
When I was 28.
And you enjoyed it?
I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed sex with this guy?
Very much.
You didn't want to throw up and go, and you weren't thinking about women the whole time.
No, you know what else I enjoyed? Going to the supermarket with him before the football game on Sunday and getting the beer, chips, and nachos, and having the cashier say, "Oh, how long have you guys been dating?" And it was all of a sudden to be accepted in the world, not having to have who you're with be invisible and people pretend they didn't know. And listen, it's a long time ago. It's over 20 years ago, right?
So you're bisexual?
No, I'm not. I'm definitely gay.
Right.
But I see a handsome man, I'm not dead. I look at there's a sexy hot guy, I go, look at him. I don't necessarily want him naked in my bed, but I would like him to maybe tidy up around my house.
It must be painful for you when you're around me because I'm so handsome.
I'm telling you.
It must be confusing for you.